Michelle Smallman.
Unsportsmanlike. John, you're a great guy. I understand why people, including my wife, had the poster on the wall, and obviously tremendous. Oh, what do you have here? Are you calling her?
Oh, she texts me.
Oh my gosh! John Starks! How dare you!
Yeah, I said like whoa when that happened. John Starks yesterday after 9 a.m. Eastern. Go back on the podcast and listen. I told him that my wife had a poster in her room of John Starks. And then he pretended that my wife was texting him during the interview.
Was that the first L you took yesterday?
Yeah, is that where it started? Maybe that's where everything started. Maybe it's the curse of John Starks.
Let me just think about the day yesterday. Was that the first one? Yeah. Then I had one at like 10:15 walking upstairs, and then somebody deserted me. And then, where did you go? If we're going to be honest about this.
Where did I go? I said to you in the cafeteria, I'm going to go get a protein bar over at the coffee place. And then you just kept walking.
But then I saw you disappear, and I'm walking.
I sat at the coffee place. I thought you'd walk back over once you paid. And then I never saw you. So I went about my day.
Left. So we literally went upstairs. So I was like, I got to get something to eat quickly. And I go upstairs to our cafeteria on the top floor here. Not the top floor. It's whatever it is. And beautiful.
It's above our floor.
It's a
10th floor. 10th floor.
It's
fantastic.
A beautiful, beautiful, breathtaking space that we have up there. Like you just walk up there and you're like, holy crap, this is the greatest place to be. It's just so amazing. And so we're like, all right, let's go. And you had a call at 10:30, whatever it is, when we were done. And I'm like, all right, let's just quickly grab something to eat and then we'll go. And then you disappeared. You were yelling at me on the way up, which is fine.
Do you want to go there?
No, I'm saying I'm agreeing with your decision to do that. You were right.
You're agreeing with my decision.
To vent at me, yes. And so what I'm saying to you is...
I'm glad you changed your stance on that.
Oh, no, not what you said. Your decision for you to say it to me. Anyway, so we go upstairs, and then she disappears. So that's loss 2. Loss 3 is Wisconsin getting upset. Loss 4 is the Heat getting their butts kicked, and then by the Lakers. And loss 5 is honestly the Heat fans cheering MVP for Luka.
Pretty bad.
Did you go home and ask your wife some questions?
You know, I don't think we ever discussed that. I got to be honest with you.
You didn't tell her that the person whose poster was on her wall sat in studio with you and pretended like she was texting him. That's not a noteworthy thing to share with your spouse at the end of the day?
Yeah. Seems like something you should bring up.
Yeah, it was more of who's taking this one there and who's got this there, and like it's just it's like I'm a driver.
Or just the John Starks poster back in the day.
Yeah,
was it just because of like you liked his plus minus, or was like what was it?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll bring that up today to her. I did not bring that up yesterday to her. Maybe I should have. But anyway, what would you like to say?
I would just add that to the list of L's for the day.
Yeah,
cool.
Not debriefing your day with your partner, life partner. Cellmate, some kind of
Soulmate.
Soulmate.
It sounded like you said cellmate.
Cellmate.
I mean, when you're in a house with kids, sometimes it may feel like they're your cellmate.
That is, I understand that one. By the way, so there was something that happened this week in the NFL that I think went too unnoticed, and I want to bring it up for the audience here. So, did you notice that there was a proposal sent in by the Cleveland Browns for trades to be made in the NFL more years out relative to draft picks? Okay. So right now, like the NBA, you could trade picks 7 years out. In the NFL, you could trade picks 3 years out. And the Cleveland Browns walked in and proposed to trade 5 years out. Now, we have seen more trades this offseason in the NFL than like ever before. It's even like little random ones that you see Schefter reporting like, oh, wait, Andy Dalton is still in the league and Andy Dalton got traded from the Panthers to the Eagles for a 7th round pick. Like we're seeing trade after trade after trade. And that news came in about the Browns' proposal to trade more picks more years out. And I thought to myself, that's interesting that they're the team doing that. Because then I went Wendy's fingers. And why would they do that? Maybe the rumors are true. Maybe when everyone says that Jimmy Haslam, the owner of the Browns, is obsessed with the Manning family and trying to get Arch Manning, that they did this specifically for this reason right now. Because next year, if you could trade picks 5 years out, maybe he's going to tell his team, no matter what, I want him on our team. Every pick 5 years out. We now have more first rounders to trade, Is there a reason? Am I reading too deep into this? Or is there a reason that this team this year, right now, is proposing this to start for next year in the 27 draft?
You know, sometimes it's not necessarily the message, it's the messenger that makes you scratch your head. You're sitting here thinking about the future. I sit here and think about the past with the Cleveland Browns. I'm like, of all teams that wants to propose being able to trade picks up to 5 years in the future, it's you guys. You guys, the architect of the worst trade in NFL history for Deshaun Watson. You guys who gave up a first-round pick in 2022. Oh, and a fourth-round pick. A first-round pick the following. You gave up, what, 3 firsts for Deshaun? I don't even need to go through the list. You mortgage your future for a quarterback that has not been good and has not been healthy for you. And now you're the ones that want to propose having more picks further into the future? I don't know if it should be you guys. I'm not necessarily against the idea, but I don't know if it should be you guys proposing it.
Yeah, I agree. The Browns, like, the trading picks in the future is a trap for bad organizations. It's one of the reasons that I have been on this get rid of the draft thing, is that these things doom franchises more than anything else. Trading all of your picks is something that it's a trap. If you do not know how to run an organization, you are going to unload the coffers, empty the coffers for whatever you feel like is going to get you wins now, and oftentimes it ends up biting you, in the rear. Look at what the Clippers are dealing with right now, right? Look at what a team like Milwaukee has had to do. Look at what these teams are doing when they're trying to have to regain the picks that they got rid of because they thought they were going to win. It is fodder for bad organizations, and the Browns of all people proposing this makes absolutely no sense to me, because they're exactly the type of team that's going to have a 3-game 3 wins in a season and then look up and say we don't have any picks this year. That is exactly what will happen to the Browns if this passes.
Per Adam Schefter, since 2026 new league year started last week, there have been 18 trades, including the Andy Dalton one. From the day the 2025 new league year started until the NFL draft, there were 15 last year. So 1 week of the league year has already produced 3 more trades than there were over the weeks last year, right? And we saw, obviously, the big one with the Broncos and the Dolphins for Jalen Waddle. I understand what you guys are saying, that if you're a team that's made bad trades, in theory, you should look for rules to prevent you from making more bad trades. I look at this and I say, if you're a team that is not sure if you have your franchise quarterback, right? And I'm not saying Shedeur is or is not. What I'm saying is, that's it. That's where we're at. We don't know if he is or he isn't. We're going to find out probably more so this year, right? Hopefully he is for them, and hopefully he is for him. But if you're a team that does not have a franchise quarterback, I think that you're now looking for any way of getting your franchise quarterback. And when I hear a team like the Browns proposing, hey, let's allow for there to be more picks traded in the future, I go to the place of, well, why would they do that now? And now is a year away from this amazing draft that everyone's been talking about, led by Arch Manning at Texas. And for those who are unaware, Jimmy Haslam, who owns the Browns, Jimmy D. Haslam, and also owns as a governor within the Milwaukee Bucks as well, that he is a huge Tennessee alum and Tennessee booster, Volunteers. He's got the relationship with Peyton Manning. He has that relationship with that family. And you wonder if he is, because everyone thinks, oh, he's enamored by Arch Manning. I don't know if he is or he isn't. I do know that having the ammo to give up as many picks as possible, theoretically, more than ever before to any other team, would help you get that guy. No?
Evan, you're explaining the bad decision-making that ruins franchise. Look at the words that you're using about why he wants Arch Manning. Oh, he loves Tennessee. He loves the Manning family.
That.
I'm just saying, like, these are the reasons that he has. We're not saying anything about Arch Manning being a surefire franchise quarterback. We don't know that yet. These are all the things that make that all the things you're describing are decisions that lead to doom for franchises. Like, the stakes are too high in the NFL for you to put all of your future picks on a quarterback, because if that goes sour, the thing that you need to do is draft another quarterback as soon as possible. And if you are not able to do that, you are doomed. Like, this is a recipe for disaster. We're going to be talking about the Browns. If this goes through and if they get Arch and Arch does not pan out, and you have Arch Manning and Shedeur Sanders fighting for quarterback spots for the Browns, it is an absolute circus with no path out of it.
You know what this is? This is like dropping off a shopaholic at the mall with a fresh credit card. The bill is going to come due. They haven't even finished paying off the bill really for the Deshaun Watson deal.
Yeah.
And now they're trying to get another credit card. They're trying to get a fresh line of credit. And to David's point, they're shopaholics. We know this is going to end badly. It feels like an impulse purchase, the way you're describing it. He's enamored. They're obsessed. He's going to do whatever it takes to get him. Well, guess what? The last time you mortgaged your future for a quarterback, it was horrific. All time bad. Again, it's not even the message, it's the messenger in this scenario. I don't know if I want to hear the Browns talking about mortgaging more draft picks further into the future so that they can make another potentially horrific decision at the quarterback position.
Well, hopefully you've made better decisions out there with your bracket challenge going on right now. I mean, I made some horrible ones as Wisconsin's in the Final Four and they're done. Women's tournament about to get underway, of course. And Smalls has more on the bracket challenge.